Hey, let's groove, YouTube. It's solo QueFine with something on my mind. In this video, I'm going to cover some builds that 2K would love for you to waste your VC and time on making just to hit about an 85 and realize that it ain't gonna cut it. Now, two of these builds were absolutely dominating on last year's game, but together they combined for only 29 badges this year. Now, before we get into it, if you liked the video and find it helpful, please drop a like and go ahead and subscribe. Also, check out my other videos on what actually is the best build to make in 2K19, some of the best dribble moves to use, as well as the fastest way to hit 99 and really be aggressive with those my points and level up quickly. Now let's jump into it. First up on the list is the oh so cheesy pure point forward. I know a lot of you out there love to use this build in 2K18, and what can be better than having a 6'10 small forward that can dribble like Kyrie Irving, drop you off, and then go drive to the basket. Not to mention, if you were playing 2-on-2, you probably had a pure shark playing with you, and it was nearly impossible to stop. Now in 2K19, this build only picks up 15 badges, and as you probably already know, Hall of Fame ankle breaker is not one of them. Not to mention, the only shooting badge you'll pick up is corner specialist, and that's on bronze, and the only finishing badge you'll pick up is relentless finisher, and guess what? It's on bronze too. So if you're using a pure point forward in this year's game, I hope you actually have some stick skills and are not just a dribble god, because it's not going to be anything fascinating about your dribble in 2K19. Next up on the list is the even cheesier pure stretch 5 that was floating around so much in 2K18. As you can guess, it's been patched significantly in 2K19. This build only picks up 14 badges, and none of the shooting badges that mean anything are going to hit Hall of Fame in this year's game. Not to mention, this is going to be the worst defensive build on the game, and you might as well turn on some juvenile because your player is going to be moving in slow motion. 2K tries to make this pretty apparent because when you're making your player, it says that only a power forward can be a stretch 4, and that centers are supposed to play down low in the paint with their back to the basket. So this is another cheesy build that you might want to cut out of your plans this year before you spend a couple $100,000 VC and realize you're just not going to win with it. Now, last up in this video is a rebounding defender at point guard. Now, the video shows point guard, but this applies to any position that's not a center. Now, I'm not going to talk a whole lot about this because if you're making a rebounding defender, chances are you don't want to play with anybody in Pro-Am, you don't want to play with anybody in Park, and you just want to dominate against computer on Rookie because that's the only way you're going to be able to play with somebody. That's all I got for you in this video, but please take caution to my word and stay away from these 3 builds, especially the 2 that put in work in 2K18 but will be an absolute waste of time in this year's game. Be sure to stay tuned in as I'll continue to drop some tips and secrets on how to dominate your 2K grind this year. I'm Solo QueFine, and I'm OWT.